the trouble comes twice. We're now playing for the very last time as Jace. And we're gonna go pick Stephanie. Alright, I went to meet up with Stephanie. I wonder how Jace knows Stephanie. I guess she doesn't know that this time of the day is still early for me. Otherwise, she probably wouldn't have suggested a Saturday afternoon to meet up. Dude, when are you awake? She's too nice for that. Sighing, I dragged myself out of bed and towards the bathroom. I'm meeting up with Stephanie. Oh, for what for? You know, that really annoying teacher, the one with the weird black beard and the pomade high hairstyle. That guy who was really terrible. He has a name, you know. I actually don't. I wiped that asshole out of my memory. Anyway, Stephanie has a class with him this year, and he gave them the same assignment we had, so I offered to give her some tips. Otherwise, it wouldn't be surprising if there was another year with nothing but terrible grades. He was quite harsh. I didn't have him, but I remember you complaining. Is it a date? It's not. He hesitated. He did actually. He stuttered. Well, he didn't stutter, but he like paused for a second. So what? Stephanie's pretty cute, so I wouldn't mind if it were a date. Still, it's a fact that she only asked me as a friend, not hidden intentions. No hidden intentions. So I won't treat it as a date either. I mean, you're tutoring her, right? It's not a date, but you'd like it if it was. Oh my, look at the time. The bus is coming soon. I guess I've gotta go. She raises an eyebrow at my obvious switch of topic, but doesn't call me out on it. Have fun. You too with whatever mysterious thing you're doing today. Because I had a feeling that Stephanie would come earlier to be perfectly on time, I left the house with time to spare. As it turns out, my suspicions were correct. Stephanie appears way too early in the cafe we agreed to meet up in. When she sees me, she looks surprised for a moment before smiling sweetly. Hey! Hi, you're early. So are you? I smile and point at my neck while looking at her hairstyle. It's cute. She sits down, touching her braid. Is it? Yeah, it suits you. She smiles bashfully. He's so cute towards Stephanie. And with it for a moment. Oh my god, this music. It's adorable. Before unpacking on a notebook and a pen. Thank you. And thank you for helping me as well. I didn't really understand what he wants us to do. Honestly, I've got a feeling he's that vague on purpose. He's a sadist. He looked happy when we all messed up our assignments. Since I had to suffer through it already, I don't see a reason why I shouldn't help you get a better grade and spare the pain. Besides, I want to help her. I actually know her through Hazel. They share some classes after all, but Stephanie is quite easy to get along with, so I started talking to her more often somewhere along the line. By now, I'd say we are acquainted well enough that helping each other should be natural. I scoot closer with my chair so I can see her notes. She moves them over to me, and I read what she's noted down on her assignments. Her writing is so neat. I wish my notes looked like this. Yeah, that's about the same as what he told us back then. Yeah, that's a... Oops, sorry, I replayed it. I paused for a moment when when a waitress comes to ask what we'd like to drink. Stephanie orders and fidgets around for a bit. Maybe I can... If you want to pay for me, to thank me... Nope! I don't need that. I'm happy to help. Her expression turns into one of surprise and awkwardness. She reminds me of a chipmunk sometimes. But I want to thank you. Oh, jeez. Look, I get to spend time with a pretty girl in return for talking a bit about an assignment I've already done before. I'm paid back enough. That makes her giggle a bit. She relaxes more if I make my compliments sound playful. It's obvious she's not used to being flirted with. Then again, I've given her nothing but honest compliments so far. And I truly don't want her to get caught up in repaying me for something that is zero work. Okay, let's see. Have you thought about what you want to do? Then I can tell you what would be a good or bad idea. She hums and taps her pen against her lips, then carefully tries to explain her plans. Some time passes during which I go through her ideas with her. After a while, we take a break. She sips out a cup of hot chocolate with a satisfied face while I drink coffee. Tastes good. Yes, do you want to try? She holds out the cup in a perfectly natural manner. In the middle of the motion, she freezes up and blushes for a moment before quickly pulling it back. My brother is often asked to try whatever I ordered. It's a force of habit. It's fine. I sometimes steal food off people's plate. I was gonna say face, sorry. Plate before I remember you're not supposed to do that. You've got several brothers, right? 3, all of them older. I have a feeling they're all overprotective. Yes, when I told them I was meeting up with the boy, they all started asking about you. Do you want to take a photo of my ID card so they can be sure you're actually meeting up with the person you say I am? They'd probably like that. She laughs a bit. I could see her speaking in a joking tone. Do you have a questionnaire for me to fill out? Like, why am I spending time with you? What is my plan for the day? When will I return you home? Or do you need a criminal record? I think I need a request for that to be sent to me though. So it might take a couple of days. Maybe I should call them every hour to reassure them. I'd vote for every 30 minutes just to be safe. It's sometimes a bit troublesome that they're so nervous about me. I might not be the strongest person, but at least I'm not made out of sugar. That's how they show their love for you. Just like I show my love for my family by talking nonsense all day. It must be fun to live with Hazel. It's dangerous, constant fire hazard. I always have to be careful that she doesn't kill me in my sleep or set me ablaze. Really? She seems like such a nice person. Yep, because Hazel's like me. She's kind to harmless people like you. Sadly, I don't count as harmless. I get the full brunt of her violent habits. It's good if she's nice to you. I hope we can become friends. Her voice lowers in volume towards the end. She looks down at her fiddling hands. It's no secret that Stephanie adores Hazel. They're quite different, so I can see why Stephanie might adore an outgoing person like Hazel who always speaks her mind. Just talk to her. I don't think she'll shoo you away. I actually think you'd get along well enough. Do you think? We have some music classes together, so maybe I should give it a try. You should. I empty my cup and tap on her notes with a smile. Want to continue a bit more? I think we're almost done. Yes. We added some finishing touches to our ideas before we pay. Stephanie has to tilt her head to look at me when we stand up. Thank you once again. Could I maybe ask you to take a look at it before I hand it in? Anytime, just text me. Her face lights up again. I still have some free time. Is there anywhere you want to go? Huh? No, I don't think so. She purses her lips, visibly concentrating. No, I think I have everything. Okay, well, why don't I walk you home in that case? Or do you think your brothers might lynch me if I do? Well, they're not at home right now. Alright, then let's go. The walk will do me good. I try to adjust my speed to hers, but she ends up trailing a bit behind me. Wait, did I take a photo of her yet? That's not the button. I don't remember if I did. I try to adjust my speed to hers, but she ends up trailing a little bit behind me. I slow down even more, but she is still a half a step behind me. I stop walking and she stops as well, behind me. Am I that scary? Huh? You can walk at my side, you know. I feel terrible having you walk behind me like a servant. Or am I walking too fast? Well, no, you aren't. She stutters a bit and takes a step forward to stand next to me, a bit awkward. She looks at me. Is this okay? Why wouldn't it be? Well, people might misunderstand. I'm not sure if it's cute or laughable that she worries about being misunderstood simply because there's a guy walking next to a girl. I think it's fine. We're not holding hands. You're not plastered to me, and I don't have my arm around your shoulder. People won't even care about us, so don't worry about what others think. Come, walk next to me. It's easy to see that she's not used to dealing with men outside her family. Stephanie hesitates for a second before standing by my side, still looking up at me. When I begin walking again, I watch her from the side of my eye and only slowly increase my speed. Once I see her walking at what I believe is a comfortable pace, I keep walking at the same speed. She fiddles with her braid. It must be annoying to walk slower for me. Nah, my own pace is half jogging everywhere, so I'm slowing down for others all the time. When I'm walking with Hazel or my parents, for example, it's not like it's a problem. I'm so short. I wish I was tall like Hazel. She mumbles something under her breath with a pouty face. I let my eyes wander from the tip of her head down to her shoes. She looks tiny. Hazel is on the taller side. You're on the smaller side. Of course, there's quite the gap. Don't use her as comparison. Moreover, this is the difference between a lioness and a chipmunk we are talking about here. It's fine for the chipmunk to be small and cute, and for the lioness to be tall and ferocious. I wonder if I will still grow. Ugh, it's hard to see her downcast. Technically, you can grow until your mid-20s? Really? Maybe I still have a chance. Sure. As we continue walking, I soon am surprised by her. Her shoes don't look like the most comfortable kind, but she shows no sign of discomfort, contrary to some girls I am acquainted with. How should I say it? She seems used to walking. Some girls I know can hardly endure crossing from one side of the campus to the other. Jesus, what kind of girls are you looking at? As if she senses my thoughts, Stephanie speaks up while we walked through a park. Wait, this one's way cuter. She looks so cute in this scene. I love taking walks when the weather is nice, but being outside is great, isn't it? I scratch my cheek and think about it. I guess I like both. I love lounging on the sofa, but going for a jog in good weather is great too. I like nature a lot. Camping too. I can't imagine that. Well, I could. But only with my father's camping trailer. I'm not a fan of tents. And now it's suddenly easier to imagine. Family's quite rich, isn't it? I tell their trailer can be compared to what I have in mind. Do you go camping often? My family and I go on a trip once a year. She giggles a bit. I always come back full of bug bites. That would probably be one of the top reasons why I wouldn't want to go camping. I'm more of a beach person. Can you surf? A bit. I learned the basics in a course, windsurfing too. It's really fun, but diving is the best. The world underwater is really colorful. It's like being on a different planet. If you like nature a lot, I'd suggest you try it sometime. Oh, I will, but I wonder if Dad would allow me to go diving in the ocean. He already hates me going for a small hike on my own. If you go with an instructor, it should be fine. Besides, your brothers could go diving with you, right? That's true. I should ask him right when I get back home. We haven't spent a lot of time together yet, but even I noticed that whenever her family comes up, Stephanie never mentions her mother. There are more than enough reasons why that might be the case. It's probably best to not ask, though. It could be a landmine. What are your parents like? Are they strict? The image of my parents pops up in my head. The happy-go-lucky alien couple that is stuck in their own world of rainbows and glitter and unicorns. Is that really your parents? Not really. You and Hazel seem like you grew up so amazing, though. They must have been very supportive. I remember our daily lives, the pranks, the messes, Adrian who quietly cleans up after us, our parents sitting on the side, not giving a single fuck. I guess they're fairly tolerant. I mean, we have a lot of freedom? How do I phrase this nicely? My face twists when I try to come up with ways to describe my parents that don't include them being abnormal. Stephanie laughs again, the sound muffled by her scarf. Sorry, I'm not laughing at you. It's fine, it's pretty funny actually. My parents are lovable, but they're weird. Your house must be very lively with both you and Hazel in it. It sure is. I glance around and notice the area is starting to get more high class. The size of both houses and gardens around here grows with everyone. Nice area. It's peaceful, which is good. I'm not too worried of walking around here on my own. Right, I stopped myself barely in time to clear my throat. Yes, some people get a bit clingy. It's no secret there have been several men making advances on her. She gives off the feeling of being a pushover, so they don't give up easily. I look down at Stephanie with a conflicted feeling in my heart. It's not fair that such a bright girl has to be troubled by that. I'm okay. Nothing bad has happened so far. She stops walking and points in a direction with a smile. I live over there. Thanks for walking me home. No problem at all. Once again, if you need help, send me a message. I leave the topic on what kind of help open on purpose. Okay. Maybe she notices because her smile grows a bit brighter. See you. Bye. I follow her with my eyes for half a minute before I take off in the direction of my own home. Nothing has happened yet, she says. I hope it stays that way. I can just keep an eye out for her too. Placating myself like that, I relax again and walk back home. He's so good to her. Everyone's freaking route is written so beautifully with their like different personalities. This game is so good. I have to definitely go back this game once I finish recording and wrapping up this episode. But definitely, guys, tell me who you would go after and what point of view would you play under. You have Jace or Hazel, and you have 4 contenders, which is Adrian, Cameron, Stephanie, and Zoe. I play for Adrian on both routes. Definitely both routes. But once this game is complete, I'm just gonna focus playing through Hazel's point of view, and we're just gonna play Adrian and Cameron because I want you guys to also enjoy the games yourselves. Anywho, thank you guys for watching. Definitely tell me who you guys would go for, and I'll see you guys in the future when this game comes out, which I don't know when it's gonna come out, but I cannot wait when it does.